Hello, everyone. We have Udhaya with us. And can you just start by introducing yourself, Udhaya? Where are you from? And what do you exactly do in your role? And what stage of your career you were before joining Empower Wings Hub?
Yes, sure. So I'm from Delhi. No, not actually from. I'm in Delhi right now. I'm originally from Chennai, from Tamil Nadu, Tamilian. But now living in Delhi because of work purposes. My job is in Gurugram, in a company called DataWave Technologies. Um, I joined that company after joining Neha's uh, career coach program. Her program actually kind of helped me a lot get this job, especially after 6 months where I've been getting interview calls but not actually landing on a job. So joining her career coach program helped me, get this job. And now I'm excited by what I'm working on in this company. Like this is an education product company. So they're building a platform to teach machine learning to the layman, and make sure he that layman applies no code. So it's a complete no code platform that we are trying to build. Um, how this is different from the rest of the world? If you see, even Amazon or even Google, whenever they provide any machine learning product, they assume that the machine learning engineer knows how to code, and so they give some kind of a notebook where the engineer can write some code and train his or her model before deploying it out in the real world. But what we are trying to do is we are assuming that the student or the person who's using our platform has absolutely no coding background whatsoever. And so building a completely no code, like turning all that code that we do as engineers into an actual software or a product where you all have to do is, like push buttons like a smartphone here and there, is a challenging thing. Um, and I see the reason why this company chose me to do this, because if you see my career past, I had experiences in teaching, experiences in machine learning, as well as in software development. And getting this combination is quite rare to
Yes.
them. And so the reason why they call me is because I had these three things because of my earlier experiences, my work experiences. And now that I'm into this, I really see what the real challenge is, and I'm happy to take this kind of challenge because it's like all coming in together. So I have to think machine learning as well as software, all of these things. How and I have to think at the perspective of the student also, who's just learning machine learning for the first time, who has no idea whatsoever what it is, but you're going to give him that experience just by experiencing the tool.
Hmm.
So all those things are now coming in and playing in this role that I've taken up. Um,
Yeah, so I understood that after joining this, there is a lot of smile on your face. But
yeah,
yes, and maybe this is bridging the gap between you actually finding this opportunity and doing something which is totally resonating with what you really wanted to do in terms of when you stand it out in the market with the unique kind of skills and the company hired you for that, and now you're coming across a lot of challenges which is giving you a challenge to showcase, yes, Udaya, I can do it, like that knocking in the head that I can do it. So that's a kind of spirit, or that's a kind of passion you have been showing, and that's what we usually talk in the inner circle calls as well, because that's the most important thing, that how we are serving the businesses, right? Of course, we are hired for the business, and if we are going to impact their business in terms of increasing their revenue or decreasing their cost or doing anything which is out of box and helping them grow, then of course you will also get rewards. And not only that, it's about your own career growth. So it's
yes.
it's directly proportionate with how the company is growing. and how you are feeling happy doing that job. So that's what we always talk about, that a person spends like one third of their lifetime doing a job. So if he or she is not happy doing it, or doesn't feel that challenge every day, then that role doesn't excite you anymore. So everything
Yeah.
goes like very monotonous, and things go very monotonous, and then you feel like what I'm doing, I'm feeling so empty, going on to office, doing the regular things, and nothing is turning up. Yeah. So
Yeah.
congratulations, Sudhya, for that. And we were actually waiting for you to tell your story on whatever the biggest aha moment inside this community. Anything you can mention about any breakthrough happened, or any shift in the mindset happened, or any realization that changed everything, or that changed, in fact, anything. So,
Yeah, sure. So, I would like to, share this particular part of my career um, journey. So far, like whenever, like when I first stepped into this whole um, career path, I had no one to actually help me, like how to approach a company, how to, approach an interview, and what I'm supposed to do then and there, like when as and when the interview happens, and before as well as after, during the interview as well as after the interview, I had no guidance at all whatsoever. But it was just through recommendations. I had been moving on. Like you see, the way I started my career path itself, like I started at a government laboratory that came through the recommendation of my professor during my master's degrees, when I was doing my master's degree. And so like that, it went. And then like in the lab, it was a 3-year contract. Um, and being a foreigner, I was not able to continue in the US in the lab. So I mean, I had to either gotten a green card, maybe by marrying a American or something of that sort, but that did not happen. So there was a pretty long gap for me at that time as well. Like after I left the lab, I started a little bit of my own venture, trying some things of my own, but I didn't have the acumen of business, so I did not know actually how to, sell a product. I knew how to build things, but not how to actually sell. And that's when I actually went to UK. My father took me to the UK to get a small business degree there too, so that I get a little bit of those knowledge about business and stuff. But then when I was there, I actually saw an AI consultancy company in the UK and joined it. So where I thought I could showcase some of my skills, work on real world projects. Um, in the meantime, but it was just a consultancy company. The work was just intermittent. It was almost like a part time, or even worse than a part time. You either get something or you'll not get anything at all. So again, I was in the same problem of not getting anything, but I stuck to AI. I stuck to my strengths. Though my dad advised me to start getting jobs in the business role. It didn't feel kind of right to me. Even the companies themselves told, like, you're an engineer, what are you doing in business? So that's when I, like, just stick to your own strengths, stick to AI. That is what you are. That is what you've been doing as you started your career. So stick to that. So even though I was not getting much through AI consultant to this AI consultancy, um, there were other things that actually helped me in my career path. Um, Doing something out of a pure intention, like doing some kind of seva in some place or something of that sort.
yeah.
Even those things, like, because when nothing is working for you,
Yes.
then the only thing you can resort to is the planet Earth.
Yeah.
And if you see the Vedas, they say that the Earth is like a big Yagnakundam. And even my guru, who I revere as the Bhagavan, Satyasai Baba, he himself says, like, in anything you do, I know what is the thought that you have in that particular action, what is the intention, every single thing that goes in your mind before doing an action, I know everything.
Mhm.
So, and if you see in the Vedas kind of show that everything you do has a fingerprint. Everything that
Yeah.
you put into the Yagna Kundam, the fire, the Agni takes the fingerprint.
Yeah.
It knows your true intention. And if that intention was pure, then the earth will begin responding.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in ways that you never expected it to respond. So, see, by doing this kind of seva, I actually got actually a thought came to my mother's mind that I had to why not try working for the university there? They had a
Mm.
university like this, which those like you see like many like Mata Uruthamandamayi, she runs her own universities. So like that, so this is Satyasai Institute of Higher Learning. They run their own universities. And then a thought came to my mind, to my mother's mind, like why not, do a teaching job at one of this university?
Mm.
AI, machine learning. Why not teach something of that sort? So I approached the dean of the mathematics department because that's where they were, and he was all the more very happy because they were actually they just started the masters in data science program and they were looking for someone who could teach those courses for them. He saw my background, he was like all smiles, oh my god, wow, it was like a miracle that happened to him. That I actually approached him and he was so happy that, yeah, come please join us. And then I actually start I taught the first courses in machine learning, the data science program over there. I was the first teacher over there to
Mm.
teach
Wow.
the students over there. And now
Yes.
the teachers over there are building up on the foundations I built um, through the
Yes.
course
Yes.
over there. I did a lot of things. I even got a student to publish a paper,
Mm.
a master's student who just learned machine learning. He published a paper in a conference, IEEE conference. Some students did some really good projects. They got admissions very easily in other universities. So a lot of good things happened. Like even and that's when the COVID time came. I actually um, uh, made a team for myself to
Mm.
sit all the drug discovery hackathon, and we actually got really good results. Even we got appreciated by the government of India panel. They even sent us an email, and this dean who brought me into he happily put it in the notice board like this team, which we call as Sai Sanjeevani hackers for the COVID. He actually literally put the appreciation email from
Mm.
the government of India on the university's notice board saying that
Notice what, yeah.
guys who have done this job. I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe the government of India would have used some of our work in developing their vaccines, which they actually ended up selling to a lot of countries abroad. So, a lot of some of these things, like which you do out of pure intention, um, can actually, the earth will begin responding back to you. So even though, I've been moving from company to company because of toxic work culture and all that,
Yes, you shared
uh,
that. Yeah.
I have always done the work with my fullest capabilities.
Mm.
Never made toxic work culture affect my performance in whatever job I
Absolutely.
take.
Yeah. So
And that's
that's
one of
something you are doing with the pure intention,
yes,
and that's
no
what you
ulterior
are meant
motives,
for.
nothing, no, because if you do the ulterior motive, then you'll have to fear, and then you that will affect your performance. But when you're doing with the pure intention of just developing yourself and doing something for the company, even if the company works against you, that pure
So
intention
whatever you
itself
are
will
hired for the
yes,
pure intention of whatever you are hired for, and not playing office games and office politics games, not being involved in that thing.
yes,
People do that. I meet a lot of people over the coaching calls, and I see everybody's viewpoint, and I understand that even in the office setup, there are a few people who are working really hard. Some are being, showcasing what they are doing. Some are not showcasing, but climbing the ladder in the wrong way, in an unethical way, by even not doing it but showcasing it in a wrong way, and also doing that office politics. So there are a lot of people, of course. The nature rewards, as you said, with the one which is actually giving the right kind of things on the nature backward. So whatever
yeah,
we, our code of honor is as well, so whatever we give back to the universe comes back in the same way, if
yes,
not today but maybe later point of time. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so that's a great
so,
journey of yours, Udaya.
so though getting affected by all this toxic work culture and all that stuff, there was
Yeah.
again I felt had were not able to find a job for a long time, and that's when I joined your program. And what changed was I actually got the real help that I wanted in my career growth. Like that was when I got it for the first time. That's when I
Mm.
began to understand how the hiring industry works, how everything works. And all those optimizations you had advised me, like the resume optimization, the LinkedIn optimization, your niche, you have to decide on your niche, how you project yourself, all those things that you're taught and implemented in my, all the actions that are implemented.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and all that, the posts, LinkedIn posts you told us to, do
Yes.
in day one, day
Yeah.
two, day three. All of these, I think, again, like, putting things in the Yagna Kundam, all of
Yeah.
things actually did work out in my favor, and I actually got this job. I mean, this company who was really looking for a guy who had all these three things,
Mm.
a rare thing, teaching experience,
Mm.
uh, software development, as well as machine learning,
Mm.
actually, came in because of
Through
this.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so in terms of like, I come across a lot of people who have got this toxic office culture, and that's very common. A lot of percentage of people already come across this kind of a challenge in their life. So, how would you suggest to overcome this since you have overcome that already?
So, like I given examples in my career journey itself, like, um, even if there's toxic work culture, or there's toxicity in the work environment, don't let it affect you. Just
Mm.
do your 100%. Do whatever you think is correct to get that job done.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
that's a
do
very
that,
good.
that is more than enough.
Yes, yes.
I know it could affect your mind, the way the things that people are doing against you behind your back would definitely
Mm-hmm.
affect your mind. But here's one thing I've learned through some sometimes you have to think of yourself as one of those divine creatures, like like a werewolf or something of that sort, where people actually fear you, but they want to attack you because you don't fit in their scheme of things. Who wants a werewolf in the company, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you have to think yourself as one of those divine creatures where you do everything through pure intention. Now you could be
Mm.
as a wild animal. Why I'm bringing the werewolf example is it's a wild animal. It's very scary, but everything it does only because of the pure intention of survival.
Mm, yeah. Absolutely right. And in fact, I read this book called Secrets of Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And he
Mhm.
was writing that, if somebody is doing all that good things and being successful, while there are a bunch of people around you are negative, right? They are not liking what you are doing. And since you are amongst those bunch of negative people, you also feel like demotivated of doing all the good things which you are doing, right? So how you keep yourself motivated? It's written over there that, you become that light. So do not, even the darkness need light. So you become that light in amongst that dark people, because then slowly and steadily they're going to realize that they need that light. They don't want to stay in dark. So that's a very deep emotion which he has shared over the book, and I really appreciate that. And that if we implement that even in our work culture, or in terms of life, also we meet a lot of people whom we feel that energy is not vibing, or we feel that negative aura around that, and we that's come from our intuition itself,
Mm,
where we have
yes,
to cut the cords from there and move on. So it's not advisable to stay amongst those bunch of people who are always saying, hey, what are you doing, or what are you doing, this is not healthy, or giving all that piece of advices, negative advices.
yes,
Thank you so much, Udaya, for giving this time today. And I really appreciate that. Wish you good luck, and stay updated and stay there in the Empower Wings Hub as you have the lifetime membership. Show up in the meetings whenever you can. And thank you so much.